Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. This is Healthy Pines in the larger region of Disarray Valley, and we do need to do a number of different things. I'm just thinking that let's have a quick look at what's going on in Healthy Pines. We do need, I think, a little, actually it's pretty well balanced, I think. Average wealth is comfortable. I wouldn't mind expanding things out a little bit more. But we're doing pretty okay, and we've got a little bit of like Main Street thing going on here. It's pretty thematic, and we can obviously expand as things go along. Look at this little truck doing its thing, Fairview Lane over there. Okay, so let's head on back over. I'm kind of tempted to redo this interchange here, so let's have a look. Got plenty of tiles. Let's see about doing that and purchasing some tiles over there. Let's do that and quickly have a look at redoing that interchange. This interchange just looks way too kind of, it just doesn't look quite right. I mean, a 3-level interchange in the middle of nowhere, not quite right. So what I'll do is I'll redo this interchange to something that's a little bit more appropriate. So let's pause it there now that we've got all the cars kind of off the things. Not that we needed to do that. I'm going to trim this back a little bit. Definitely going to trim that back all the way to there. Excellent. Something like this. Cozy highway. Excellent. This is just fine. So I don't, generally I just don't like how it just looks like the wrong kind of infrastructure for an environment like this. Now, what is the right kind of infrastructure for an environment like this? Something like that is probably okay, but it might be a little bit tight, and I might not want to necessarily do that. But I'm also thinking is I'm going to kind of remove this in this location here and maybe cross it somewhere over there and run it to there. So let's quickly do that, get it out of the way a little bit. So we do that. Going to cross it over there and go and tie it in over there. That's looking a little bit better. Now, what are we doing in this location? What kind of interchanges do we have? So at least so let's talk about what why that other interchange, which I've now deleted, it was wrong. It had bridges that goes over bridges. That's extremely expensive. One level over another level it's just not the right infrastructure. People won't build that, or cities generally won't build that where it's not absolutely required. So what we're looking for is a single level interchange, like this one. That's single level, right? So this is like a standard little small diamond, and this is kind of a single level interchange. It's built a single bridge right over there. This one actually added the extra bridge, and because we needed get across the rail. But we can, on this side, we don't need to do the rail. So we will have a bit of a look at what kind of interchanges we have available. We can have a look in-game. Oh, actually, in-game we won't see them because we need to unlock them. Oh, but here we can see them. There's a Trumpet, which I think is actually the right way to go here. A Trumpet using a single bridge might be exactly what we're going to go for. Something like that looks a little bit weird, a kind of a Trumpet roundabout. That's the directional T which we had, which is a stacked into, well, it's not stacked, but it's got a 3-level thing, which is quite wrong. This is okay. A partial cloverleaf will kind of do the same thing, but I think we want something a little bit more efficient than that. This is like so that would be where you have an arterial meeting a highway or a freeway. Where we have 2 freeways meeting each other, you'd want something a little bit better than that. What do we have over here? Dumbbell. Yeah, that's an interesting approach. You kind of can do a dumbbell slightly different than that as well. And a dumbbell might not be the end of the world here, but I don't think we've got room for the roundabouts. A teardrop. That's just a single roundabout style. Okay, that's okay. This is a single point interchange. Might happen here, but you can probably do something a little bit better than that. Roundabout interchange with 3 levels. No, and this is the standard cloverleaf. Even this while it's big, is slightly more appropriate for an area like this. And then this is a 4-level stack, which is way, way more expensive. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to end up with a trumpet. Oh, you can actually see the price differences in there. Yeah, dumbbell is definitely one of the cheaper options. I think we're going to go trumpet. So let's do a trumpet. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that the trumpet is using a single bridge. So what is this? 4-lane, 2-way highway. So if we go with that, what does that look like? That is the bridge we're going to use. We're going to use a bridge like that. So in order for us to make that work, and I think the trumpet will be going up and over this way. So let's get ourselves a little bit of increase in height here. So let's just do it slightly smaller, something like that. Yes, exactly like that. This one should be going up, right? Level terrain tool. Do that. It's not quite going up anymore, is it? Yeah, something's funny here. Okay. Well, let's find ourselves a level that is kind of appropriate. Something like this should be fine. So let's... Oh, actually, that's the tool. This is the tool I was talking about. That's why it doesn't want to work. Now it'll work. There we go. Way too intense. Way too intense. So let's... yeah, that's not quite right. So let's find ourselves a level. Something like that. Oops. Something like that level. And we'll... do that. Is that high enough? No, that's not quite high enough. That's pretty low again. Let's try this tool over here. We'll pick that level over there, right click, and then we'll come and bring it in over there. Wow, that's too high, man. That's just way too high. So let's do about half of that. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit more appropriate, I think. Yeah, I think that's quite good. We'll obviously sort that out. But what we want to do now is we want to say, let's do click it there, and then we actually bring it up like so. There we go. That's pretty cool. And then we want hang on, for the trumpet. So we would need something like this. Let's just start it off with this guy kind of doing its thing over here. So we would like to do that. Yes, there we go. And because it's a trumpet, we want it to be go out a little bit further. Oh, this is going to be... Okay, let's get it up on the edge there. If we were to do maybe something like that, and then we went across this way. And I'm just thinking, in order for us to do that, we just need a little bit of height on this side too. So let's go back to this. We're going to pick the level right about here, and we will work right about there, and we'll raise it up in this location. There we go. That should be just fine. And so in order for us to make this work on this side, okay, so let's trim that back a little bit further away. We won't go out of that too much. And now we would like to find the center. Let's switch off snapping. We'll start it off like that. Okay, and what I'll do is we'll just create a bit of a node there and a bit of a node here, and then we'll remove those two and we'll tie them in. We want this one. Sorry about that. We want that one. So let's start to kind of snap it from there. And we'll do the same thing over here. And now we just need to turn that one around. There we go. Oh, that's actually really good. Now let's get rid of these guys. So now it's actually going into that section there. And the idea is that from this one... did we need that? I'm just thinking. No, I don't think we needed that. So, what we want is... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the show now. We may not need this. Let's trim that back. We'll leave that there as is. Let's do that. We'll leave it there. And what we actually want is let's get this guy to kind of come down. So if we went to do that, and we say we're just going to slowly tie that one in that way, that should be okay. We'll sort out the rest of this a little bit more. And now what we want to do is we want to do... We want to... we basically need to turn it a little bit. And oh, hang on, it's the wrong tool. Wrong tool. Try that again, and this time with this continuous tool. We want to do that. And all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the general arts. Though I do thank you for the... If we were to do something like this, I think that's pretty cool, actually. I think that could work. That'll be interesting. Now, the idea now is let's do the one lanes. We might have to redo a little section of that. And maybe this was the idea we should have done in the first place, is just make sure we've got this guy. Leave that to those. Perfect. I think that's pretty good. This is kind of what you would expect to see. How can we? I would like to do that. This is going to be really tight. So a housing shortage is bad for people trying to move. Oh my goodness, that's the wrong. Didn't want to do that. Try that again. And of course, what we need to do now is we need to still kind of get this level. Let's make this thing a fair bit smaller. Get this level over here and kind of start to do something here to kind of bring it back down. It might be a little bit too tight to make it happen, but these things are almost never super perfect. So let's have a bit of a look if we can make it happen. So if we were to do this, I think now it'll turn it. Yeah, there we go. Interesting news from the city's export division. A little bit too much. That turn isn't too bad, but we want it. Okay, let's try and maneuver the terrain a little bit. So if I were to say we want to slope to there, oh, that's going to be beautiful. Something like that might be perfect. Let's try that with the slope there, and then on the other hand, what we want to do is, sorry, just let's get this thing to work out here a little bit. And we may... Ooh. There we go. Actually, that's perfect. Let's do that. That actually works really well. Let's see if we can get this thing to look fairly natural. So if we do... like a hairpin, isn't it? If we do that and we then come around and upgrade this section here, that's going to be just fine. Is that okay? I think that's... we might redo that section. We might trim back that a little bit. Let's we'll do that now. Let's see about what we can do in terms of making a little bit too tight that. So how is that? I mean, the slope, I think, kind of works, but it's still a little bit tight. So now what I want to do is, it's a tight turn. We might want to come back and redo some of this a little bit in the future. But for now, I think it's kind of okay. Let's see about upgrading a little bit more of this. Excellent. That's going to be beautiful. And then what we'll do is we'll just say, here we go, and it's going to tie in there and it's going to work. So it's a little bit too tight. It's here where I would like move it to help it out a little bit. So that's kind of the one hand of it. What we can do is we can kind of smooth things out a little bit. Let's make it much bigger. It's the bigger the smooth tool, the better. That's kind of okay. Similarly over here, let's try and smooth that out a fair bit over here and over there. That looking pretty reasonable there. Yeah. I like that. That's not bad. So that's basically how this thing works, though something's funny over here. So that's the one side. Now the other side will do a very similar thing where we actually run... oh, hang on. We need one on this side and then one on that side. Ah, okay. So now what we'll do is we'll basically tie... So can we, I like to snap it to the edge of it, right? If we say no snapping, something like that maybe, that's what I kind of want. And now it's not clicking. There we go, that's clicking. And we'll do the other side. Ooh, that's actually looking really good. Okay, we just need to turn that around. Let's turn it around quickly. Perfect. Apart from the fact that we don't want any of that. What is this? Anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's see how we get this to work. So here, I would like to downgrade a section. Let's just snap it so it doesn't do too crazy. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do that. Let's bring it in. Something like this on the one side. And then, yeah, we might have to redo this piece. There we go. Something like that is now a much more realistic interchange, even though that's a little weird and we may fix that out a little bit. I think this is kind of working. What's going on here, though? I just see, where do we have... We don't have funny business going on here, do we? That's all good. A little funny here. But I think that should work. Let's leave it. Let's let it go. Now this guy, let's see it make its turn here. Oh, it's a little... Yeah, it's a little tight. Yeah, this is very tight. We would like to do that a little bit better. Let's see if we can pause this for a second, where we just redo this one in here, please. And we quickly do that. Yeah, this is a bit of a nightmare now. And we'll come back when we can move. What we'll do is we'll come back and we'll push this rail out just a tad, and that'll work much better. But we'll leave it like this for now. I'm still worried about what this is doing. Is this slowing things down completely? Yeah, it is. So let's I'll quickly rebuild this section. That's actually working. So it might just have been that one. It needs to needs a little bit of refinement as to where it actually ties in. Okay, you know what? Let's redo that. And what we'll do is we'll tie that in like so, and then what we'll do is we'll just do this one in there. Yeah, that's way better. Why is that doing that? That's just weird. Trim this section back. Try that one more time. It's a little funny business here. Let's do that. That looks okay. Okay. And then we would like this guy to tie in on this side. There we go. I would like this guy to tie in on this side. Really? Why is it doing that? Just trim that back one more time. Take it back even a little bit further. Okay, so if we do that, we'll give ourselves a little bit more room there. Actually, and let's do this one first. Okay, and now oh. Doesn't want to do it. Okay, well, let's move it away slightly. I can't believe I'm struggling with it so much. Let's just move it away a little bit. Do it a little bit more. What I'll do is we'll... That might be okay. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Oh my God, look at this now. Oh, we've got a level difference there. Okay, that might be the issue. Why is this thing even off in the first place? Just look at trimming that back. Come on. Can I just... Oh, it's barely noticeable, to be honest. Anyway, let's take it up all the way. There. And what we'll do is we'll... Look at what it's doing here. Look at what that's doing. But that's a much nicer committed piece there. So we might come back and fix that while we fix this one. But we'll need to just move out the rail just a tad. If we can just get the rail to go out just a little twist in the rail, it'll look much nicer. So That's obviously not what we're going for, but we'll need the rail. Let's see. Can we activate rail? Let's do that. Let's just fix it and get it done with, to be honest. We're after rail. Oh, yeah, we can easily do that. There we go. Why didn't we do this a long time ago? Get this out of the way. Let's find ourselves a little bit of rail here. There we go. It's this piece. So let's get the train out of the way here. I think I could do the little trick with the node. Kind of right there. Okay, pause the game. We'll go out from there. Go back even a little bit further. And then we'll get the rail. No! Come on. Haha, great town. Excellent. So another progression. Great town. More money. More all kinds of development points and expansion permits. Let's look at the progression panel. Ooh, high density business. Nice. And some more loans. Excellent. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's get out of here and let's finish off what we've been doing. So great town it is then. So the idea is we will tie in like so. Jeez. Okay, let's get ourselves another spot here. Here we go. And we'll just grab this one too. And we'll go back in and now we can actually just fix it. Get rid of that. Get rid of this section here. There we go. Now it'll be all good. We're just going to fix it. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got a little bit more room here. We will going to leave we'll bring this out a little bit further. So let me get my tool here. So let's get way smaller. I'm going to grab that level. Yeah. I want this level. Let's get it a little bit more. I'm actually grabbing that level, is it? Oh, up here somewhere, is it? There we go. Let's clear this one out and get ourselves a level going. Not quite what I had in mind. Let's trim that back and get ourselves another level here. If I say that level there we go. That's the level that we want. So let's bring this guy across the highway here. Like something like that, I think will work. That's kind of the level that we're after. Beautiful. Now let's get back into this and try and tie ourselves out. So if we were to say that level there, oops, this level here, we would like it to slowly build up that way. Okay. And then similarly, yeah, that's okay. So let's provide ourselves with actually let's trim that back even more. So let's go with so if we were to come out of this, let's do that one there. There we go. That's kind of the ramp that we're after. What we'll then do is we will replace this one so it looks a little bit more natural like that. Excellent. And now what we're after is going back to this. We're going to level from there again. And what we'll do is we'll... No, we want to ramp it from here. Doesn't want to do that, so we'll have to kind of more naturally smooth it. Shall we do like a half a level? And we'll just kind of use the smooth tool to kind of naturally smooth it around that way. Okay, so let's do something like that, see if that works. What we'll want to do is we want this guy to then tie in there. Get too close, please. Something like that. Actually, we'll do a little bit longer. Kind of what I'm thinking is, so that's okay. Let's level this thing out over here a little bit. Yeah, something like that's okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just level it a little bit over here, so it just looks a little bit more. Yeah, that should be fairly reasonable. So let's... Okay, let's extend the 3-lane section through here a little bit more. There we go. That's okay. Now we should be able to tie it in. That's already looking better. We just need to kind of figure out what we're doing here. So if I think that's pretty good. If we just need to redo that little section there. If we do that, we clear this out, we clear that out, and we try and tie those in again. Not that one, this one. There we go. And you see plenty of trumpets around the world that kind of looks that way. So there we go. There we go. It's all kind of done. Let's just kind of level some of this stuff out a little bit. We decide to go nice and big and a little bit more like that. There we go. That's a much more natural looking trumpet over here. That we'll just leave that as is for the time being. So there we go. Natural trumpet over here. And this is a much more appropriate kind of... it's a way more appropriate interchange for this section. No, I'm not leaving this. I'm going to actually redo it. Let's get this out of the way. Clear this out. Clear all of that out. There, perfect. Now let's just figure out what we're doing. Oh man, this is almost nothing to be had here. Do that. And kind of just redo all of these sections. Let's just get this to work. Still looks a little awkward to me. So let's try this. If we were to do that, is that going to be... It's just way... Why is it so difficult? I thought it's supposed to be easy. Okay, let's leave that in there. That seems... That's not bad. Let's do this side first, I think. Doesn't want to work. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better, but may still have to do a little bit more here. So if we trim this one back out, let's see if we do it from the other side, if that will work. Oh, that might be pretty good, actually. Now we just need to turn it around. So if we were to... Okay. Not the end of the world. We can fix it. There we go. And let's now see if we can't move it a little bit over. There we go. There we go. So there we go. That's our freeway connection now. Excellent. That's the Trumpet. It took us a while to actually get it there, but I'm pretty happy with it. Nice little clearance over here. Got all of its vehicles and things doing its trick here. That's a little overlapping over there, but it should be all good. So that is a much more natural interchange over here. So there we go, guys. That's actually all we're going to do in this episode is build this little Trumpet interchange. I think I kind of like it, though. And what I also think we should do is we probably should, as a final touch, just upgrade this to kind of represent whatever is going on. That is bizarre. That is just so bizarre. There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it nicely. Similarly, we may be able to fix this over here. Let's just have a look. If we do... If we do something like that, that's fixing that a little bit. And we can even push this one over. It's just a tad. I don't think we actually... made that happen. There we go. There we go. Nice transition into these things. I like it. I like it. There we go. That's a little Trumpet interchange there. A much more cost-effective way of doing it. So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Hit that like button if you did, and leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think about Trumpet. See you next time. Bye-bye.